What's good to YouTube? Back here with another video. And for this one, I just want to talk about this more serious. It kind of has to deal with me. Most of the stuff I talk about, I kind of give myself or at least have my own type of understanding into it. So for this topic, it has to deal with you never want to lose your heart. And that applies to everything. When it comes to things you want to do, how you want to feel, gotta have your heart involved. Your main drive. The thing that gives you positive energy. Thing that makes waking up nice. Because it's something that you naturally are a part of, and it's not just other things. That's the main reason as to you able to function in certain aspects. And for me, I kind of feel like I've been losing my heart for a calm minute, for a good minute. I just been deteriorating over time. Not in this is all metaphorically. This isn't as I'm a sick person. Maybe I am sick, but I'm seeing it there's just key aspects that you know about yourself that you just look at, especially when how I think about myself as a kid, how different I was, and for how little it's been like that. I just feel I'm just not happy with that. There's a main piece of you that was just gone. Main piece. And it's when that main piece is gone, that's when things really just don't matter. And, I've kind of always been a person that didn't really care about a lot of things. Even the regular things, I just didn't really care about. I just thought, I know it has to do with just being different and stuff like that, but I'm sure a lot of it has to do with me just kind of losing my heart. And that, it's not a lot of things that I could put myself into. Just that kind of just gives me joy and peace. It's that. Ooh, that main word, peace. Yeah, that's a strong one. Everyone's looking for that. Everyone's looking for peace. Just the balance that you need in your life. That kind of stops you from tipping over the edge. I feel when you lose your heart, you can't really find that balance as much. It's less things that you kind of look forward to, I guess, or it's less things that you would be interested in simply because your heart's not in it. And if you don't have your heart at all, imagine that. That's just worse. And it's so many moments, where, I done pick myself up, fill myself with positive energy, did my thing. But, you never have that, sense of peace. It takes over. Like it just all that issue got going on just takes over. It just you just end up becoming more irritable. Little things. You just like next thing you know, people don't like that about you. And then you end up digging yourself in a bigger grave. And it's like, that's obviously not what you want. You always want to make it your goal to where if you lose your heart, you gotta find it ASAP. Because it's just not worth living without. And when it comes, I don't know. Like it's I don't know. Like 'cause when I look at it, it like gets to a point where you kind of like just you figure out your ways to thrive through the negatives or the dark. Not much light. Yeah, you just adjust more and more. But you ain't getting no light. It's still just as dark as it was before, but you're just able to get through it now. Now mission just becomes easier. That's the main areas where you get your development from. Cause if you don't have development in certain areas, things is gonna get harder. And if you don't get through it, shit. Oh well, that's pretty much it. It's like you can't do it, then you just can't do it. And like I kind of just be feeling like, it results in freaking you losing something that value. It does result in like people just not wanting to deal with you. And like even for me, even if it's situations where you don't really know if the person doesn't really deal with you anymore, to where I would just make myself think more. I would just most likely make their life better if I just wasn't a part of it type ish. Like I just enjoy having friends. To where like if I end up feeling like I mess up any way possible, I would feel so bad because like someone that's been giving me peace, I just been like being around them or whatever. I'll fuck up. Like I hate that, and I will destroy myself when I do that all the time. But I know it's gone. Like it's not there. Plenty of situations when I'd try to rekindle it, but it just more pieces got taken on. It's like it kind of just fueled the flame rather than the peace that you always wanted. And I feel like it's most definitely. I feel like I most definitely lost it. I like, cause I know I'm a good person. Like, I can do good things. It's like, I don't know, like you don't feel like you don't feel nothing back when you do something good. It's not like it's not like the main reason that gave you the strength to be a good person is just not there, and you just don't really care about a bunch of stuff. I didn't care about a lot of stuff growing up. Freaking, I see what that turned out to. And I feel like it's getting to a point, niggas is getting older, so it's like, if I'm this type of person, everyone's, focused on their own ish, they got their own ish going on. I much rather just, it would be better off if I just wasn't a part of it. You know, cause I always see myself, cause of all the things. Like I'm not. I feel like I would just be, making shit worse. You know, even my attempts, because I don't know, like, like it's like I be feeling situations where, the post comes back. I just be wanting to ball out, like I even gotta like I have to hide it too. Like it's been situations to where like that internal feeling just been building up, and I have to literally hide it because I really just don't want to look like a bitch for no reason out of nowhere. And most people won't really get it, Like, and just because like the sense of like having people by your side like brings me like such peace, and I'll always like have the mindset that I have to prepare for the next time where I'm gonna like feel like I'm self-destruction, or prepare for the next step that would cause me to do it. Like to where it's getting to. I would think about like I don't even like I if I were to take away friends or other people, I would have like it would be me putting myself in a situation where I have to prepare for more. It's like a endless cycle, and it's so annoying because I really do like appreciate, but it's like I'm always like preparing for the worst. Like I don't expect good things to happen to me like at all. Like when it does happen, it's like ecstatic, There's situations to where I kind of stop myself from, being close with somebody because like I don't want to like my value for like these people is just like too up there for me, and like it just feels so unfair, Like I shouldn't have to do that, but it's as I just do come to terms with it, it's like I understand it's most likely gonna result me kind of have to like being a loner in a way. Like it just like I try my like stop ish, but I end up doing some dumb shit to lead to this dumb shit, and it's like shit that shouldn't exist. But since I'm a freaking rare specimen, it just exists for me, and it's just not the same. It just sucks. But how I managed to get further, I'm not gonna lose to it. But as a way to develop myself, I gotta face it head on. And if I do it and alone, is the harder challenge to where it's more growth to be a part of, But if you lose in your heart, please find it, or at least focus on like using it for crucial things. But I'm out of here, y'all. Take care. Like the video if you haven't, and of course, have yourselves a good one.